Today we'll be using a servo motor. These usually come with sockets on the end, and you can either insert a row of header pins or simply plug in some regular wires to make your connections. Here I'm using header pins. Then you can insert the pins into your breadboard just like you would for any other connection. Your servo also probably came with some separate plastic arms. Just pop them on top and the arm is ready to use. Next we'll add a capacitor. Notice that there's a gray stripe on one side to indicate the negative end. Be very careful to insert the negative end just as shown in the diagram because capacitors that are inserted backwards can explode. Here the negative end is in the same breadboard row as the brown ground wire on my servo. Next, we'll connect the microcontroller's digital pin 3 to the orange data line of the servo motor. We'll also make some digital pin connections for our LEDs. Here I'm using pins 7, 10, and 13 just to space them out on my breadboard, but you can use any pins you want. Just be sure to update your code if you do. And as always, I'm inserting my LEDs by paying careful attention to the long leg of my LED and inserting this positive end into the same row as the digital pin wire. We finish off the LEDs with resistors connecting their short negative ends to the vertical ground strip, being careful to not let the metal bits of the resistors touch one another. And finally, we connect that ground strip back to the ground pin on the microcontroller. And last but not least, we attach ground and power wires to the left side of the microcontroller to complete the circuit with the servo motor. Once you've double-checked your circuit against the diagram, plug your USB into the computer. As always, select Arduino Uno from the drop-down menu at the top of the editor. For some reason, my computer isn't detecting my port today, so I just had to refresh the page, and then everything was back to normal. Click the upload arrow, and you'll see the usual informational output at the bottom. Upload isn't complete until you see the green success bar at the bottom. And it looks like our timing indicator LED is on, and we've got movement in the servo, so everything looks good. Now let's attach a popsicle stick to the servo arm so we can do more with our motor. Just pop the arm off and align it with your stick. I'm using rubber bands here so I can reuse my motor arm later, but hot glue will also work well if you want something more permanent. Then pop the arm back onto your servo motor. And here's the structure I made to hold my motor. It's just a box that I decorated with some cute paper and cut holes in for my motor at the top and these 3 LEDs. Be sure to cut your holes so that they snugly hold your motor in place while it moves, just like the hole does right here. And that's all there is to it.